Hello class. In this exercise you will learn about responsive design and create a responsive design. So this exercise will provide you with more experience using a little bit of jQuery and some new CSS. You'll use CSS to create a responsive design using @media statements or the @media rule. A responsive design can adjust to different devices and screen sizes. This is a simple exercise and difficulty would increase as the complexity of the design increases. So the materials you'll be turning in on the server for this assignment include a JS folder for your JavaScript in which you'll have your jQuery file, an index.html page, a Purdue logo, and an add logo that you'll be using. A little bit about responsive design. The definition is simply a method of optimizing the current display for a given screen size. So the goal is to provide the best viewing experience regardless of what device or screen you're using. The usefulness, the impetus for responsiveness came from the increased use of phones and tablets for browsing the web. So much of the responsive nature is actually targeted at mobile devices. History, you could look at this article here by Ethan Marcotte. Responsive design essentially started with this article and stems from it. Getting into the CSS, we will use the @media rule to specify the screen sizes. And so when the browser changes to a particular screen size, the @media CSS starts working. This is often called the media rule, or the media queries. So from the W3C, an @media rule specifies the target media types, separated by commas, of a set of statements delimited by curly braces. So if we look at the basic syntax here, we can look at one for print and one for screen. The one for print is literally if you were to hit the print button, it would change the font size to 11 point. Whereas the one for screen is if you are viewing it in the browser, it would change the font size to 15 pixels. Continuing with some more syntax, here are an example using the @media screen specifying a max width. So as we approach 1200 pixels, as we are getting smaller, when we hit 1200 pixels, it will change the width of this element to 1000 pixels. And as we continue to make the window smaller, when we hit 1000 pixels, it will change the width to 800. And as we continue to make the window smaller, as we hit 800, it will change the width to 600, so that the content continues to fit on the screen. The @media rule, there are many types of recognized media that are not listed here. And you can find those on the W3C. The most common that you will encounter are print and screen. With print, it is what you think it is. It's a printable version. But instead of creating a printable version where you have to click a link to go to the printable version, you simply do it with CSS so that when the user prints that particular page, what's printed out is different from what's on the screen. Liquid design, in comparison to responsive design, is when the content continually flows into the space provided. In a liquid design, any change at all to the size of the browser would result in adjustments on the screen. You might hear liquid design referred to as a liquid layout or a fluid layout. And all of these fall under adaptive design. Adaptive rendering has often also been used to describe the process of sizing content for the given real estate. So let's look at the setup requirements. Our typical setup requirements apply here. HTML5 page is what we're creating. Here's a look at the code that you'll have to start off each given page. There's a video here that will guide you through the creation of your responsive design. The specifications for the assignment are right here. You can download the images. You can download the jQuery file. The steps are generally listed here. These coincide with the video that's provided. The code is provided as an image. This is for you to check yourself against. And there are also screen captures of the finished exercise here so that you can see how you're progressing. If we take a look quickly at the responsive design that you'll be creating, is like this. It's a very simple site. We're using very simple divs to move around. We gave them different colors so that we can see them change. So you can see it resize as we move closer and closer and closer until we get to this lowest size. So the Word doc provides you screen captures to go along with. Validation, as always, is important on the assignment, and your grading rubric is provided for you as well. So that concludes our introduction for this assignment. I hope you enjoy it and learn something new from it.